fans, welcome to Side Character Quest. If this is your first episode, go back one episode, at least, to the first episode in Alton's arc. This is part 2 of that episode, and we are going to be starting in media res. Where we last left things off, Alton had just been sneaking away from a party to go steal some stuff from a guy that he didn't really care for too much, but really, he's just got a compulsion. There's not any good reason for it, why he does these things, why he do these things. I don't know, man. He's just making life harder for himself, Sometimes people are like that, Well, anyway, let's jump back in.
I get the dance party started again and talk to the band about playing some more upbeat music again, and then as everyone comes back out onto the dance floor, I just kind of
shimmy your way out.
Shimmy my way out the door.
Nice. So you make your way outside, and once again, it's one of the situations you step out of this hot, humid ballroom, and just immediately the air that should be very toasty feels super chill and refreshing to you. It's considerably later than it was when you arrived. There's stars out. There's a couple of doormen. It's a halfling and a gnome women standing in uniform near the back entrance of this place, leading over to the main house. You see tall trees, magnolia trees around, various other things, and it's just a quick jaunt over to the main building.
Cool. Was Liam still inside the ballroom when I left?
I think I'll have you roll a perception check to see if you notice that.
Okay, because that definitely would have been something that I would have tried to see before leaving.
Yeah, there's no way that you wouldn't have thought of that.
Gosh, being a rogue is super cool, because perception checks are things you do a lot.
Yeah.
19.
I think I've mentioned this before. In our old D&D campaign, Eli played a rogue who had ridiculous perception, and I eventually got to the point where I was like, why am I even having people roll perception? Because he always sees everything.
Yeah, just my passive perception right now, 15.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wild.
When I started doing this game, I was having people roll, and they had normal human perception, and I was like, and people kept on missing things that I was like, I really needed you to know that stuff. So it was sort of an adjustment to try to get to the point where I knew what to, just tell people for the sake of getting the story going.
Well, you can count on Alton, hopefully. Now I've just jinxed it to be at least perceptive.
Yeah. But you actually you did, as you were heading out, you saw Alton standing on the dance floor, dancing a little bit. He wasn't, not Alton, Liam standing on the dance floor, dancing a little bit, not doing anything particularly impressive. But he was out there. He didn't seem to be paying attention to you. Cool.
Just wanted to establish that fact.
Yes. So between the ballroom and the main building, the main home of Liam, there is just a short walkway, maybe 40 or 50 feet, and on either side of it are large magnolia trees. Magnolia trees, right? It's not a different type of plant. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh,
yeah.
I was
magnolias are trees.
Okay, cool.
Now I'm doubting myself. But
I know, right?
I was certain.
Until I said it, and then I was like, maybe no. Whatever. So yeah. And next to the ballroom that you're leaving, there, like I mentioned before, there's two doormen, a halfling woman and a gnome woman, who are just standing in uniform. And then in front of the main building, there are no guards or anything, but there's just some doors that are in pure visibility to the guards, or the doormen that are standing in front of the ballroom. Did I paint the scene well? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure I got it. So there's nobody guarding the other building, but these two guards could clearly see the other building.
And you look at the door and you're like, I know I could I wouldn't even have to think about it. I could pick this lock. Assuming it's even locked, I could pick this lock like it was nothing if these guards weren't there. So now you're sort of presented with a choice of like, do you go in a different way? Do you get rid of the guards somehow? Like, what are you going to do?
Duck back into the party just deep enough into the ballroom to grab 2 drinks. And then go back out and I'm like, friends, what are you doing out here? And I hand like drinks.
Roll me a, what would this be? A persuasion? Roll me a persuasion. I like this. Okay. And I'm going to have them combat with a wisdom. But because this is a party and because you gave them, you brought in the drinks and stuff, I'm gonna give you advantage on this.
Oh, thank goodness, because that was only a 7. Still not great. It's 14.
So we've got a one of the guards, the halfling woman. She like sort of smirks at you and takes the glass and is like, you know what's up. And walks into the party and goes onto the dance floor. The gnome woman just continues to like sorry, I can't. I need this job, and pushes the glass away.
Listen, I hate that you're just out here all night by yourself, now completely by yourself. What if I found someone to stand guard in your place?
Well, I mean, she looks longingly at the dance floor. She looks at the drink that's in your hand.
I'll be right back. Give me just a second.
Okay.
I run in and I grab Daniel.
Hey, boss. How you doing?
Hey, Daniel, can I borrow you for just a moment? That's a lovely painting that you just got done. It's we got to put it up in the store.
The painting is not quite finished, but the dragonborn, the sort of like white scale dragonborn, she looks at you and nods like, yeah, I can finish this, but he doesn't need to stay here for this. Waves
Great.
you away.
And I just grab him by the arm and start walking outside.
And he gets hauled across. And no one really notices you among all of the party. Like at this point, people are starting to drink a lot. Like it's gotten going.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I just realized I've been coming in and out a lot and suspiciously. But I go back out to the other guard and I'm like, this is my apprentice, whom I trust with my life, Daniel. He's the bravest gnome I've ever met.
Daniel like stands up straighter when you say this, and he sort of adjusts his little top hat with the feather.
I promise that you can trust him to guard in your place while you go have fun for just a little while. Like, it's not gonna hurt anybody.
A guild's honors, ma'am. And she looks at him and she's like, okay, and grabs the drink and runs inside. Now, does Alton know about your predilections? Does he know that you like to do the thieving?
Daniel?
Daniel. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the names and everything.
Daniel
does Daniel know about that?
Absolutely does not.
Okay. So how are you going to get him? How are you going to explain? Like, if the door's just unlocked, you're good. But if the door is like locked and you have to pick it, that's going to be obvious if he's watching.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God, I hate lying to Daniel. Danny.
Yeah, boss.
Liam's the worst.
Oh, you know it.
So I've heard some pretty bad things that he's been stealing, and that's how he's been getting all of his money.
Daniel looks shocked.
And I couldn't live with myself knowing that information. Real quick, I'm gonna hop in and see if he's got anything over there that I know to be stolen. I just want to check it out and see if it's true. And I'll be right back. Guard the door till I get back.
You can count on me, boss. And he salutes you.
Thanks, Danny.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you run over and you start picking on that door. It takes you all of like 20 seconds after you like pull out your little thieves tools and pop it open. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You are.
That's fine. I only have double proficiency, but we will have to roll.
Oh, okay, you can roll. The way I figured is that since you are a locksmith, the only time I would have you roll is when like you were doing a time sensitive lock picking.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But you can roll and we'll see how long it takes.
Okay. That's a crit 20. The door I touched the door and it opens. I say a word. You
walk up to the door and you realize that this is actually a lock that you designed. And you're just like, oh, fuck. Yeah, this is nothing. And you're just like, align all the tumblers, pop it open. No problem. And you're inside. So you step inside and most of the place that you live, most of the city is fairly like it has like a relatively like practical aesthetic. Like it looks simple but like modern, and this is like Rococo. When you step inside, this is like this gilded, just over the top crazy mansion. When you step inside, it's like the ballroom was nice, but like this is like gaudy to the point of grossness. When you step into this hallway, big tall hallway, high ceilings, large windows. And yeah, you are inside, and do you just go straight to the bedroom, or what are you going to do here?
Yeah, I imagine I don't want to be gone for a suspicious amount of time, just in case anyone's just like, oh, hey, where'd Alton go? Mm-hmm. So I imagine, as much as it kills me not to just completely fuck up this ridiculous house, to just go straight to the ballroom, get what I came to get. Okay.
Roll me a stealth check just to give me an idea of like how well you're going through these halls.
Rad, 19.
Shit, dog.
Like proficiency in like. So I'm super dexterous and charismatic. And it is so nice to have useful skills.
For once.
I love being a dragonborn wizard, because I've always wanted to be a dragon and do magic, but that is a horrible combination. Like, no one should have let me do that shit.
No one knew. I don't think any of us had ever like actually played as a dragonborn before.
But halflings apparently make pretty good rogues, because they're both just dexterous and charismatic.
Nice. So yeah, you're walking down this hallway, and even though there's these massive like windows that during the day let in tons of light, and you do see light playing in from the main hallway, a lot of the windows are made with stained glass, so they just can't see you. And then even if they could, you are almost the height of the bottom of the window, so you just have to like sort of squat down a little bit as you're walking, and just completely invisible from the outside. So you walk through this place, so silent, so smooth. You took off your shoes and threw them in your tied them to your back pocket, just so that your socks would just.
Ty, would you like to know a fun fact? I was gonna give you that flavor anyway. Wow. I was gonna be like, Alton takes off his shoes because that's a sneaky thing to do, and also wouldn't just leave just dirt everywhere.
Nice. I am very glad we're on the same page with that. So you make your way through until you get to a large door, and you very quietly push it open, just sort of ease it open, and you make it to the other side. And you've snuck into Liam's room. And you see a large, like just a large sort of king-sized bed with sort of curtains hanging on all sides, blocking out, you know, I don't know, just light, I guess. And there's large dressers around the room. You see a chamber pot underneath the bed, all sorts of stuff. And yeah, where do you go to look for? Like, you're aware that he probably keeps his like wealth stuff in here, but you aren't really sure where it would be. Where do you look?
Is there a dresser?
There are 3 dressers. One of them is a little bit taller, multiple, like maybe 4 drawers all stacked on top of each other. Then there's a long one with a mirror on the top, but it's only 2 tall, 2 drawers tall. And then there's another 4 drawer on the other side of that. They're all pressed up against one wall.
I'm going to check the one with the mirror first. Like, is there anything on top of it, like any smaller, like jewelry boxes of sorts?
Roll me an investigation check.
15.
15. So with the 15, you find that there's nothing on top. It's oddly like neat to the point where it lacks function almost. You open up he just has nothing set out to actually use. And you open up the drawers, and inside there's just all of the stuff is just like so tidily like folded up and put together in such a way that you're like, this guy doesn't actually use this stuff. But as you're sort of making your way through, you do find a small jewelry box, and you take that out.
Yep, I do.
And you do.
I do that.
You open up this. You pull out this little jewelry box and you set it. And it has an image of a phoenix on it, and just has a little lock on the front. And yeah, do you just like pop it open? Do you do anything? What do you do?
I'm going to, before I just start trying to pop it open, just check and see if I think there might be any traps or anything.
So listener, I probably edited out the long pause where I just like broke down in the middle of that. If I hadn't broken down, do you think that you would have thought to check for traps?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I imagine that I mean, he doesn't know it's magical, but it's at least very valuable to him. So I imagine, just judging from the just very neat and concise way he keeps all of his stuff, he wouldn't just like leave shit laying around. I'm gonna at least maybe not thoroughly, but at least do a once over to look for traps.
Okay. I actually don't know how check for traps works, because I feel like I never have you guys do that. Let's look that up, unless you happen to know.
I don't know. I was trying to think if there was any kind of skill.
I'm looking it up right now.
Besides just like a straight up wisdom.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. So it's a little confusing. I'm looking around on internet forums and stuff, and it looks like it's a perception. So roll a perception check. Well, an investigation, because you're actively looking for traps.
Oh, darn, my perception is so much better. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. That's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay.
That's a 7.
So you don't notice any sort of trap on this. So you just pull out your thieves' tools and start picking away at it.
God damn it.
And since no one's with you right now, no one's back here, I'm not going to have you roll for rolling to unlock the thing. You just get that for free. But okay. it takes you only it takes you longer than when you're at the front door, maybe about 2 minutes of finagling this. And then you slowly pop it open. And as you do, it shoots out this cloud of ash that just covers your face and covers some of the space in the room around you. And then it just sticks to you. And you're just covered in this black soot now.
Cool. But it doesn't make any noise.
Does not make any noise. Just marks you.
Okay. So, can I still see?
You can still see. You sort of wipe your eyes, and you can see in the box. And inside of the box are a bunch of rings. There's all sorts of nice stuff. And I should note, nothing in the box itself did not get marked with this ash. Just you and sort of the floor around where you're standing. But you do see that little little metal alligator skull in the box.
Okay. I take it.
Nice.
And I get into my bitey box and get the fake one out and replace it.
Nice. Did you bring the bitey box with with you, or did you just throw that in your pack or like your pocket or something?
Yeah, I imagine I wouldn't bring the whole. Well, no, I had to have had my thieves' tools, so yeah, I guess I've got just like the whole.
I thought of like
satchel,
like your thieves' tools as being like sort of like a roll.
Like enough I could just like small enough I could put in like a pocket.
Yeah. Because like I don't imagine that it's enough. Like when you're going on like a job, you probably bring a lot of stuff. But just like general thieves' tools, just like picking whatever where you're not actually having to fix anything, it's probably a much smaller pack.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense than like walking around a party with a backpack.
Yeah.
So I imagine I just had like the replacement in just a pocket and make the switch.
Nice.
And replace the box exactly as I found it. And then, so how much of the room is covered with this ash?
Maybe like a 5-foot square around you. And it's not just that it's like it once it touched down, it like set. So like your white shirt is like covered in this soot that's kind of stained the shirt. It magically did not get on your hat. Didn't even get on your face. It's like mostly just on your shirt, and there's like bits, like very noticeable spots on the ground around you.
Okay, I take my shirt off.
Okay.
And turn it inside out and try to get the ash off the floor. Does it do anything?
Like you're scrubbing with the shirt?
Yeah.
Oh man, is there a cleaning check?
Like I just didn't know if it was magically there forever, like as a marker, or if it was just like soot that could be cleaned with some just like good old elbow grease.
Yeah, I'm wondering like what I'm gonna let this be a I'm gonna let that this seems like it's giving you too much strength, too much like this is helping you too much, but I think I'm gonna let you do it as a sleight of hand check to see like since you're trying to hide a theft, which seems like it's overly generous of me, but I'm still gonna do that.
I'll take it. That is so fun mechanics thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be doubly proficient in either 2 skills or 1 skill in my thieves' tools. So I chose my thieves' tool and sleight of hand.
Nice.
So with the double proficiency and just normal dexterity, that is a 24.
Yeah, you completely get this up. The ground around you is spotless. You even like notice that when you were closing the drawer earlier, you hadn't closed it all the way. You go up and like push that in while you're on the ground, scrubbing away, and you are good. Problem is now you are shirtless, and yeah, what you gonna do?
Okay, I have a couple of thoughts about that, and I'm assuming that you're not just gonna let me turn the shirt inside out.
No, because well, first of all, I probably wouldn't have let you do that. I might have, but you did say that you turned it inside out and then started scrubbing. Yeah.
Yep.
So both sides have stuff on it.
Cool. Elves are large. I'm not large, but much larger than halflings.
Much bigger than you. Much bigger.
So is Liam the only person that lives in this like manor?
He's the only like he owns this manor. He probably has some like live-in maids, like butlers, that sort of thing. You did notice those that halfling and that gnome doorman earlier. So like he does employ people that are your size.
Okay, I got this. Okay. I got a plan.
Nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my shirt and roll it up, and I don't have a bag or anything. Can my shirt fit in a pocket?
Uh, it can fit in a pocket, but it'll be like hanging out a little bit.
Okay, that's
like
fine.
it'll just
That's
be
fine.
like, yeah, you could like wrap it around your waist or that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back out the building, out the main building.
Okay.
Just
Out the door that
shirtless, I guess.
so Danny sees you and he's like,
Oh yeah.
he's just sort of like, huh? But
I'm gonna go over to Danny
okay.
and I'm gonna be like, Danny, he's a thief for sure.
Oh no.
But
and I assume you're like hiding in a bush, like not visible from the party.
But I need you to do me a solid.
Yeah.
I need you to go get that halfling guard.
Oh. Okay. Okay. And he goes inside and he finds the halfling, and she's the first one that went in, and she is like getting down on the dance floor, and he like taps her on the shoulder. You watch him do that, and few minutes later they both walk out, and she's like, what did you need?
Okay, I kind of like come out from around, like I'm not in hiding anymore to her, and I'm just like, hey, so got a little too crazy, spilled a lot of wine on my white shirt.
Oh no.
Do you live here? Do you have like an extra shirt? I'm too embarrassed to go back into the party with a giant wine stain on my shirt.
All right, come with me. And she starts walking past you and around the building to some servants' quarters that are a little bit a ways.
Cool. I follow.
Okay.
I salute Danny as I walk away.
Cool. And you walk away. You you sort of hurry away as you see a couple of people walking towards the door. So you don't want to get noticed by those guys. So yeah, you walk over and you go to the servants' quarters, and it doesn't take too long. She points out to you a closet where there's a bunch of uniforms. She's like, yeah, we have a bunch of like shirts. I don't think we have exactly like the cut that you were wearing earlier, but like we do have some white shirts and stuff. They should fit pretty well. I'm gonna go back into the party. She sort of wobbles a little bit. She's clearly had a few. You just take care of this, okay?
Okay, thanks. Well, I'm so sorry. What was your name? I've been incredibly rude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put Ty on the spot. I just felt like I was going to address her and didn't know what her name was.
Yep. That's reasonable. One moment. Let's take care of this. My name's Aaron. Listen, I really should get back to what I was doing earlier. And she sort of stumbles a little bit and makes her way outside of the place.
Cool.
And so you look through the closets of uniforms. There's some that are obviously too big, some that are made for a couple that are made for humans, a couple that are made for dwarves. Most of them are made for goblins, gnomes, and halflings. I'm making it sound like there's like 1,000 servants here. Like it's not really that many. It's not that much.
Just is there one?
You eventually find one
me?
that fits you and that looks reasonably close to what you were wearing before. And
okay,
so
cool. I imagine hopefully with the scarf.
Yeah.
Like that maybe magically wasn't. Mm-hmm. I just realized the scarf was probably also.
I imagine it's sort of more hitting like your torso, the center of your chest, as opposed to your face and your hat and stuff. And I will even say that your shirt had a like collar, and these uniforms do not. They have like stand collars, which are those basically without the sort of flaps, a collar without the flaps. And but because thanks to your scarf, like it's not noticeable.
Cool. I'm gonna put that on, and I'm gonna roll up my just ruined shirt and stuff it in my hat.
That's very good.
So I'm not just carrying around a dirty shirt.
Nice. You, after maybe like 10 minutes or so of like sort of adjusting yourself, making yourself look more presentable, you make your way back into the main area, having succeeded in getting the replica swapped out. You have yourself a little magical pendant, and you just need to go back into the main area. You walk by, and the gnome doorman from earlier, she is, has taken her place back, having let Danny join back in with the party. And at that point, you just sort of like mingle for a little while longer, until eventually making your way back home. Is there anybody that you wanted to talk to before you headed out, or are you good?
Nobody in particular. I just imagine I would exchange pleasantries with a few more people, just so it would be remembered that I was there.
Okay.
Like at the end, just socializing with people, but nobody that I particularly needed to say something specific to.
Okay. So yeah, you go around, you dance a few more dances with Ellen Quayle. You go and talk to Lord Cedric again. He introduces you to his son, Lord Frederick. You meet up with a few other folks, and eventually, it's time to call it a night. And
I go thank that Dragonborn, the silver scale one that did the painting of my young apprentice.
She has already packed up and left for the night, unfortunately. And
cool.
she had a
cool Ty, the one random conversation I wanted to have. Let's just shut it down.
Yep, sorry, dog. Yeah, she's already packed it up for the night. But it's maybe like 2:00 in the morning. When
Jesus.
You guys partied hard. You got the dance floor going, and the dance floor ain't stop. So yeah, you guys are finally shutting down, and you're heading back into the night. And as you're sort of like making your way back across town, you've left behind this deity, and it's cool. You can feel the wind blowing on your face, and it's just been success, good times. You hear coming out of the shadows. Hello, Mr.
Like a clapping noise?
You hear a clapping noise. Hello, Mr. Alton. How are you doing tonight? I saw that you had a very successful performance. And you turn around, and in the shadows behind you, you see two figures walking towards you. A tall green dragonborn, and a tall but slightly shorter white dragonborn. Hello, this is my sister Iver. My name is Not, and well, we have a proposition for you. And by proposition, he pulls a long rooster feather out of his pocket, twirls it around in his fingers. And by proposition, I mean a threat. And that's where we're going to end today.
Okay, I have two important points to make. One, did I really leave the party without making sure Daniel was okay?
Yeah, that's why I sort of made the point that you had some more drinks and stuff after.
Wow. Yeah. And two, I didn't know if you wanted to redo that because I fucked it up by just asking you if you were clapping in the middle of like the most intense moment, and I'm so sorry. And we can just do all of that again, and I will just be the same level of shocked.
I can just edit out the part where you asked about that.
Okay, I felt real bad about it as soon as it happened. I was like, damn it, I knew that was a cliffhanger coming, but I couldn't tell if he was trying to make like a specific noise or if it was just supposed to be clapping.
I'm very glad that you asked to go talk to that Dragonborn. Yeah, that was like, yeah, dog, she's already gone.
Oh no, not Daniel.
Yeah. So this has been a side character quest for episode 1 with Alton, played by Mallory. Mallory, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty worried about Daniel. I've become invested in this, who I'm sure is an adult, but in my head is just this sweet child that I've taken under my wing and now put in danger.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily.
I mean, Who even knows what they want from you? I don't even know, man.
I'm sure you do, but I don't.
What if
I'm
I just had
certain
no
that you
plans?
do.
I just have like no idea what's gonna happen here.
But no, other than that, I'm feeling good. I was super nervous all day about this. So I was like, man, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, just me, where I have to be the one that makes all the decisions. I play with people that specifically are able to make decisions like quickly and efficiently and just like know what they want to do. And like my character always just kind of goes along with it. But like I thought it was going to be super weird to just be the only character, but it wasn't.
Yep.
Like it wasn't like, I feel like it was not like I was nervous for nothing.
So yeah, how should we sign out from this? I feel like we
Ty, I've been giving this so much thought.
Okay.
Because I was like, man, I gotta have something clutch because I feel like I'm gonna need a cool sign out and I have come up with nothing.
Man, I was really convinced. I thought you were gonna have something so good.
Nope, I don't. I'm so sorry. I'm just not
I have something.
clever. Yes. Yes,
I'm
Ty.
gonna send it to you.
Okay, good. Good. Oh, hang on. I have so many windows open. All right. So do you wanna say your goodbyes first?
Yeah, so this has been Side Character Quest. Come back in next release date. Hopefully it's 2 weeks from now. Follow us on at SCQ Podcast on Twitter. Email us sidecharacterquest@gmail.com with questions or whatever. And leave us a review. Tell your friends if you like the show. If you don't like your show, tell your enemies to listen. Just spread the love, spread the hate. Yeah. And so with that...
Oh God, I'm sorry. I panicked. All right. So with that, this is your side character guest, Mallory, and Alton is alt off.
Excellent.
Nah, was it excellent, Ty?
I think it was pretty good.
It could be better.
No.
But
we're gonna have this like at fading out as the.
Okay,
as the
good.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna work on being better next time, listeners. I promise.
No, they aren't even hearing you. This is.
Oh, good. This is already faded to nothingness. Cool.
Thanks to the Joy Drops for the use of Not Drunk as our intro and outro music. Find them at thejordrops.com. You can find us at sidecharacterquest.com, at SCQ Podcast on Twitter, or by email at sidecharacterquest@gmail.com.
There'll be like a little music playing and then bloopers.
Checking out the time. Okay, cool.
You got somewhere better to be?
No. I'm checking on to make sure we've got a long enough episode. Hello.
Ty, go away. I'm gonna record another commercial.
Bye.
In addition to our sponsor of Eli, this week is also brought to you by fish. Fish, they taste good, they sometimes look good, they don't smell great, but they're an important part of the ecosystem. That's right, fish. Your slimy, scaly brethren of the sea, and also rivers and lakes and any other major body of water, but fish, they're great. This episode also brought to you by binder clips, the superior form of paper binding. Fuck paper clips. Binder clips are where it's at. Because that's what I came in here for, was a binder clip.
Cool. Yeah, if you ever want to call me out on my shit and make me name somebody, that's fine. I just didn't know if you particularly wanted to use Twitter names or...
I would love to if I had more, like, if I had more people that have, like, tweeted with us.
Hey, listeners, do better.
But no, honestly, I am happy to... I'm happy to name anybody. I think like when there's somebody that has a specific tie to one of my player characters, like one of the guests characters, like if it was like a brother or a mom or something, I'll probably say like, hey, what's this person's name? Blah, blah, blah. But
okay.
But when it's just some like random person, I'll take care of that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go into the technicalities. What are you doing? I thought you were taking a shower.
Tell him he's good. We're...
Yeah, you're not the guest anymore. Get out of here. You had 2 arcs. My turn.
Yep.
I thought we had a special.
Man. Also, I'm looking at like the time right now, and I was like, yeah, this is probably going to be like a pretty tight episode. Like maybe we'll get it like 45 minutes. Something like that. It's going to be pretty short, which is like, I'm trying to do shorter episodes just so that like the editing doesn't take as incredibly long as it has been.
Yeah.
And nope. This is going to be a long one.
Yeah, no, we just passed 2 hours, my dude.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe I should like on exceptionally long ones. Maybe I should break it into 2-parters.